Okay, so yesterday you guys are having some questions. Can you ask me now? Yesterday we were not having time, so I could unable to answer your questions. So today what I decided, we will schedule like last 5 or 10 minutes. I will answer all of your questions. Okay, so it's like a daily basis. Okay, any question? So you can ask me any question, whatever I teach you yesterday. So yesterday we have completed about base enum models. What is the usage of model? Why we are creating model uh, and then we have created project also. Any question up to that part? Pawan, Gunjan, Shipra, Mohan, Shri, Armendra, Pankaj, Joydeep. Any question?
No question.
No question on it.
Okay, so I will move further today. Okay, can you guide me because I opened this environment freshly. So can you guide me how I can create model? Can anyone guide me?
Go in the extensions,
Okay.
create model. We can write down name VSVP underscore training.
So VP is just an extension. I mean naming convention. Normally
Yes,
all company or whoever is your client, they follow some naming convention. So make sure you must provide some naming convention. So what happens later from out of 10,000 objects, it's easy for you to identify which one is your object and which one is not your object. So by using extension, you can identify easily. Okay, now I enable this one both. Uh, okay, can you mute?
yes,
Pushpa, can you? Yes. So you can see here now, yesterday I disabled these two checkbox. Now I will enable. So if I enable, meaning system will ask you to create a new project and system automatically this model make it as a default. Okay. Now let's see how it make it as a default. So yesterday when I click on next, it closed the screen. But now you can see automatically it create a new screen to ask you to create a new project. Okay. Here you can give some project name VP underscore first project. Okay. Yesterday we created enum for status, enum for gender. Okay. So here you can see automatically project our model name also came. Yesterday what we did yesterday we change the model. By default, it comes as a fleet management, and fleet management is a standard model. Okay. Now I enable this property synchronization as a tool. So what is the usage of this particular property? I'll teach you this one today. Okay, we will try to create a small table. We will try to create entities today. Okay, so first question is what is EDT? So EDT means extended data type. Okay. Now here what happened? Let's take a scenario. So as you know, we have primitive data type. Okay, what are primitive? Like string, date, time, and container, okay,
integer.
and so on. Okay. So let's take an example for string. Currently, string, how many character it can accept? It can accept any number of character. Okay. Okay. But now what is my requirement? I want to fix this number of string. So normally in X++, how we can specify str. Suppose I want only 255 character, I can specify str 255. If I want 30 character, I can specify 30 character. Okay, instead of doing this, what we can do, we can create a extended data type. Okay, we will create a EDT for this. We will create VP underscore string 30. Okay, here we set this property as a 30 characters. 30 character. Okay. Now what is the usage? Why we are using EDT? Now this EDT we will use in multiple places. Maybe today I am using T1. Tomorrow I will use T2. Day after tomorrow I will use T3. In T3 also we have the same EDT. We will create. Okay. In T2 also I am using same. In T3 also I am using same. So I can say EDT is a reusable. EDT is a reusable. Okay. Now benefits. Okay, can you mute? Someone is not on mute. Venkatesh, can you mute yourself? Yeah. Okay. So today, what is the size of this string? 30. Now someone asks you, like after 1 year or after 2 years, someone asks you, okay, I want to increase this particular string size. So normally, if I don't have this EDT concept, what I need to do, I need to go table 1, I need to change the string size. I need to go to table 2, then again I need to change the string size. So you can say the effort is more. Effort is more, okay? And I need to change all the places. First of all, I need to find out all the places wherever this EDT is getting used, okay? Then I need to find out, I need to update the value. So it is a tough task. So what we can do directly now, what is the solution in this case? Directly we will go to EDT. We will change from 30 character to 31, and this will affect everywhere. Okay. So let's implement one. So we will create one EDT. Right click, add new item. Here you can see all the templates. So we will use EDT string. We will use one by one all. Okay. Here you can give some name, VP underscore name. Okay. For the name, how many characters it can accept, we will decide. I click on add button. Okay. Right click and go to properties. So as I told you yesterday, what is the first thing you need to do? First thing you need to provide the label or help text. So it will be easy for user to identify it. Now I'll put name, attachment lab. This one I will teach you later. Okay, this is not applicable for as of now. As of now, first understand what are EDTs. Here you can see by default it is saying 10 size. Now I don't want 10 size. I can in my names I can have 60 characters. So I specify 60 characters. Okay, that's it. Okay, now I created EDT properly. Now where I need to use this EDT? I have to use EDT in case of tables. Where I will use EDT? In tables. Table column. Okay, let's create a table. Now question is how to create table. Okay, table is a different thing. I'll take a separate class for that. As of now, I'm creating one small table to show you how EDT works. Okay, so table we can choose data model. We can click on table. Okay, here you can set any particular table name, like we will take VP underscore customer table. Okay, So you can see you don't need to create table from SQL Server. You have to create table in Visual Studio itself. If you create in SQL Server, it will be not available in Visual Studio. It's like not vice versa, not possible. Only from Visual Studio to SQL Server is possible. Okay. Now what we do, we will create a field as a, so what is the base data type? Which field we are going to create? We will create a string as a name. String. As, here you can give some value. What is the field of this? Name. Okay. Now you can see in the property level there is a property called extended data type. Here you can see your EDT VP underscore name. This one we created, you selected. If you selected this, automatically string size will become 60. If I remove this, the string size will come by default. By default is 10 characters. Let's create, because it is referring to the previous one. So let's create a new one. So what is the size here? By default, it's 10 character. Okay. So I'll specify my EDT here. Okay. VP underscore name. Okay, you can change some other property. Other property I'll teach you later when we will work on tables. Okay, as of now we are using EDT. So this is the history. This is the EDT for name. Name means string. Okay. Now today I created this table. I have this table. Now after 1 year, someone asked you, I don't want to. I want to increase number of characters for the name, and it should be applicable for the whole environment, meaning maybe this name VP underscore name EDT we are using 100 places. So let's see, there is a standard EDT available, application explorer. If you go to EDT, there is a standard EDT called name. Okay, so you can see here is the EDT available. If I right click open, what is the characters here? How many characters it has? Currently it has 60 characters. Okay, now my question is, I want to find out this EDT are being used how many places. We can use right click on the EDT, we can use find references. Okay, so find references will tell you all the places wherever this EDT is being used. So you can see there are 6,565 matches found. Okay, it may be in classes, it may be in table, it may be at. So basically we have two or three places: table, view, and classes. Now my client is asking, I don't want 60 character in standard. I want 61 character and it should update for all. So what we will do, we will create an extension of the standard EDT. So as I told you how we can create extension, just right click, create extension, and open this name dot VP underscore twin. Name dot VP underscore twin is a model. Okay, here you can see MS allow me to change the string size. So meaning to say there is a limitation. We can't change all the properties like alignment or array length, button image. These property are disabled. What we can change? We can change only few property like label we can change. Like someone asked me, I don't want name, I want some different value. Let me show you from the front end. Okay. So I think there is some issue in the server. It will take some time. I will check this one later. I'll show you this one later. Okay. Now, in case of EDT, so there is one more thing. If I EDT is compulsory, okay, EDT is compulsory. Okay. Suppose if you are creating any column in the table, any field you are creating, and if you did not provide EDT, system will throw the error. Okay, let me try to remove this EDT and we will compile. So meaning to say EDT is compulsory. Without EDT, do not create any field. Okay, if I rebuild this, build or rebuild, anything you can do.
Hello.
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay. I thought. Uh,
Okay, so actually it's the compilation is going on. Okay, so you need to wait for 1 minute. So I just want to show you the error. If you don't specify EDT, what error will come? So make sure you must provide EDT. Okay, and which property if you are creating EDT string, if you are creating EDT string, you must provide characters. Okay, if you are creating EDT, you must provide label. These are the best practice which you need to follow. So, and sometimes we may use extend property also. Extend property means we are inheriting the property from the parent. So what I will do, I have one EDT by standard as a name. Okay. What I only want to change the string size. Change string size from 60 to 65. But other property remains same. So what I will do, I will use extend property. I will specify my standard EDT and I will change only the string size. So in this way, I can say I created a new EDT. I am extending the standard EDT called name and I'm just changing the string size from 60 to 65. This is applicable only when you want the standard EDT properties and only specific property you want to change. In that case, you will use extend key, extend property. Okay. Now let's check what is the error.
Here I am having a doubt when we are using extended property.
Yeah,
Hello.
I'll show you. I'm sure I'll show you. So let's go to the error if we have any error or not. So if we have any error, you can go through from here, view error list.
We are not able to view anything.
Is it not visible?
Your screen, no, screen is disconnected. Sharing is
Okay, let me
disconnected.
share it again. Okay, can you see now?
No, no, yeah, no, it has gone.
Yes.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, now we visible. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay. So there is a question. I want to use extend property. So let's open the EDT. Which EDT we created? VP underscore name. Right click
But
properties.
why do we need to create this ADT the first place?
Yes. So why do we need to create EDT? Because to specify the particular data type, which data type I'm going to use. So why Microsoft what they did directly you can't specify the data type. You have to specify with additional feature and property like if you are using string, you must specify how many characters you need to give, what is the label. So all these property you need to provide. That is why we are creating EDT.
So maybe my string is I have 5 string fields, right? So 5 string fields and all that different in a length. Maybe I want to have 2 digit of a string. Okay,
Yeah, I
I
think you
want
have
to
a good
have
question. Can you give me the column name?
3 digit.
Okay, can you? Yeah, I
Okay,
think you
let's
have a good
say
question.
yeah,
Just give me the column name.
let's say my city code, my city
Okay.
into 2 digit only or three
This
digit.
is
Let's
for two
suppose. Okay,
digit. This is
my
for two
city code.
digit.
Okay, okay. Let's say
Second
two
one,
digit. Okay, let's fix it. Yeah. Second digit my my city code, then my zip code.
zip code. Maybe it is
Zip
three
code
digit.
I want to keep it as no, I want to keep it 5 digits. So zip code all 5 to 6
Okay.
digits. Okay.
Five. Okay.
So
Then we have a city.
now I'll have my this one my area name landmark, and then 4 we will take it of landmark. So the landmark I can have 25, area name we can keep it as 15. So now I have a
Okay.
4 type of a string with
Correct.
different
Correct.
field size.
Now, what is the best solution in this case? We will create a new EDT for city code, BP underscore city code. Because why I am creating all EDT newly, my string size are totally different and I can't reuse any of the EDT. So
Okay,
what I
answer
need to
my
do, I have
question.
to create all four EDT. VP underscore
Hmm.
zip code.
So we need to create
Now I will show
each
you
each.
benefit.
Hmm.
So
And one
why? Okay,
thing, can you reuse the standard utilities for these fields?
correct, correct. We can reuse the standard EDT as well. So what you need
Any
to
error
do
If the
messages?
size is same.
first of all, city code. You need to identify city code is available by standard or not. So how we check by standard it is available or not? We can check in this way. Go to EDT. Okay, city code. You can check here. City code is available or not. Okay, city code underscore IT is available, but I don't know how many places it is using and what is the characters available in this case.
The string size to minus.
String size is 20 character, but in your case, you
20.
want only two character. So what? So as a
Yes,
technical developer, what you need to do, you have to create your own EDT. Okay, you don't need to touch the
right.
standard one. So what is the first thing you need to do? First,
We don't change the possible to like string character or 22
Sorry, what's
No,
your
we
question?
cannot change with the standard.
to.
We cannot change. We
Standard
should
we
not
can
change
change.
the standard.
Standard
Can
we
we?
can change. Yeah, we can change, but the thing is, it will be affect for everywhere. Make sure, because this
Okay,
EDT
Yeah.
is
entire
a
okay,
reusable thing.
foundation.
So as I told you, I show you just now name. So let's check city code underscore IT. How many places it is being used? So you can right click and find the references.
Go to
You
the
can see
reference.
there are only
Uh,
3 places we are using this EDT. So you can check,
mm,
you can refer all these 3 places, and you can ask to your functional consultant. Okay, these are the 3 places I want to change. It will affect. So directly you can change this property. Now how you can change? You have to create an extension of this EDT. This is a standard EDT. You can create an extension, and then you can change. So when you create extension, there are only few property which you can change. Like you can change string size from 20 to 2 characters also you can provide. But this is applicable for all the places wherever this EDT is being used. Okay. It's not like you are checking only one place. It may affect if it is used in 100 places, it will affect all 100 places. It is a benefit also, and it is a drawback also, I can say. Okay, in both way it is. So what is the
in
benefit?
the long term, in the longer term, if you have the same character, either you can use the same what is existing. See, the you are we are suggesting to change the system defaults is not good idea, because when the updates coming and system has changed that one, then you will be screwed up, right?
Correct,
So I
correct.
mean, why to use the default one? Why not you have your own one? If there is changes in
So
your,
so
so change yourself
as per
instead of the whole
as
system.
per as per good developer, for EDT, always you create a new EDT, so you are not touching the standard one. As I told you, we are
Yeah.
developing everything in terms of extension and independently. What Microsoft
Mm.
recommend you to create your own EDT, create your own table, create your own form, because when you are doing customization, everything should be your own. Okay, they
Yeah.
don't want you should use the standard one, but if standard one is available and it is applicable to you, then you can use the standard editing. Okay,
Yeah.
any question up to here?
So
Okay,
Anand,
so
I have
let's
one
I have
question.
one problem.
yeah, one by one.
I have one problem that are we able to match the dev environment?
Match which
Are
environment?
anybody setting up? I mean, are anybody setting up the dev environment yet in the team?
Any setting for team?
No, no. Anybody have a dev environment ready for the practice? I mean, let me put it this.
Oh, okay, okay, not yet, I think. Not yet. No one
So
prepared.
if
I think
if
yesterday
yeah,
Shri prepared. Shri, you have the environment now? Shri, can you hear me?
now it's
Okay,
look
someone
like
try to prepare.
we are intense, right? So to getting hands on the dev environment.
Yes, correct, correct, correct.
Yes,
So
I
you
think
must
without
create yeah, Joydeep, you have the environment?
no, no, I think without the environment,
Yeah.
uh,
So
we
what
may
we
not
will
be
do
able to.
tomorrow, okay, so for the environment, tomorrow I'm going to take a session. I will teach you how you can install the environment in your local system. I think everyone have the good configuration laptop now. Like as I told you, we must have 16 GB RAM.
No, for me, I have 24 GB, so that's not a problem.
Okay, so after tomorrow, what we will do, I will allow you to share your screen. Okay, and I want you, whatever steps I am telling you, you follow all those steps, and we will create the environment in your system. Okay,
But before that, we need to download file, right? So it will be ready handy for
Oh, no, it's okay.
project
Like
number because
everyone will understand how to download and how to install.
okay,
So I'll
okay.
show you. Okay. So at least we'll take one session for it. It will helpful for all. Yeah, BPS, you have any question?
Yes,
So
Anand.
Anand,
It's regarding the installation. So I am having a server which is already installed with AX 2012 and Visual Studio. So this will, if I install this new environment, will create a problem in that server existing
No, you'll have
22.
another
No,
VM
it
running on
will
your
not. It
system.
will not create any issue. It is just a virtual
Okay,
machine.
okay. We are
Yeah,
configuring only a virtual machines, right? Okay, then no
Yes,
problem.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. The virtual machine will run instead of that AX. So you'll run on the either using Hyper-V or the virtual machine.
yes.
How do
Correct,
you,
correct.
how, Anand sir, how do you configure on
Same
Hyper-V or
Hyper-V.
configure on virtual
Same
Hyper-V?
Hyper-V.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
he don't need to switch off, only the configuration should be good to run that Hyper-V.
Correct, correct, correct.
Maybe he need
Priyanshu,
to, prior to
Pankaj.
that, he need to configure Hyper-V.
Yeah,
so
partition
Anand,
drives will work. Okay, someone has
Yes,
written
go
one
ahead.
question. So partition drives can also work. Okay, not an issue.
so Anand, I have
Yeah,
one question on the ADT itself. This
yes,
is Joydeep.
yes.
Let's assume I have a model M1. Under that, I have a project P1.
Okay. One thing, basically, like I'm having around good experience. Okay. So do not focus about the project. Okay. Project is not important basically here. You can create any number of project and like later on, when basically whatever we are developing inside the model. Okay. So project today you created, tomorrow you can delete, that is fine. But object you have inside the model. Okay. So project you can just think it is just a project for only for my usage. But project we can't do check-in. I mean, we are check-in in terms of model object wise, but project wise we are not uh, working a lot. Okay, yeah, you can ask me question now.
Yeah. So
Inside model one, I have one
inside
project.
model one, I have one project P1, and then maybe P2, P3.
So instead of project, I will write down object one.
Object means the
O1,
table and everything, right?
correct, correct, correct. So
Got it.
project also
Okay.
it consists object only. Okay, let me write down project only. P1, P2,
Can you put the
P3.
hierarchy? Can you put the hierarchy here? So, I mean, who comes first? The solution,
M1,
right?
model.
And then
Model.
a
Inside
model.
model, I have object.
Okay.
Object 1, O1, O2, O3. And project is just only for showing you. Okay. Project is not applicable a lot. Okay. Project is not coming in a hierarchy. So where you will attach this object you will attach in under the project only. So only for that purpose we are creating project.
So, can you see
And
that solution itself in the dev environment, how it is showing the tree?
yes, so you can see here in the so here we
Yeah.
have the model VP
First is the
underscore tree.
solution. First is
Project,
by the solution.
project, project and model both are in the similar level. So I can say okay, one more thing. I can create in this way also M1 P1 M1 P2 M1 P3. Okay, in this way also I can create. Here I have object 1, object 2, object 3, object 4, object 5, object 6. Object means it can be a table, it can be a class, it can be a EDT, it can be a enum. Anything can be. Whatever we are creating, it is an object. So in this way, it will work. Yeah, you can ask me question now. Joydeep, you have a question, right, in this scenario?
Okay. So let's assume one.
Hmm.
Okay. Object one is used both P1, P2, and P3.
You can use
Ob-
because you are working in the same model.
yeah. So
You
same
can use
model,
for one,
three
two.
different
Yes.
project. Same
Hmm.
model, three
That is fine.
different project, and in that the same object is used. Okay.
Yes.
Now CT code is my one of the table where my length of the field is changing. So I have gone through and I've decided that I have to create a extension or EDT of that CT code. Okay. I follow the
EDT
process and
EDT for, I mean, for which object you want to create extension?
Object one.
object one, object one.
Object one. Okay.
Okay.
Where you want to create
And
extension?
uh, under the object one, we have a field called CT code.
Okay.
Okay. For CT code, we are changing the length of that field. Okay.
Okay.
For that, we created a
VP,
To
EDT.
EDT.
okay. You have
VPCT
this
code.
EDT
Correct.
VP underscore city code. Okay. Now you
Yeah.
want to change the string size.
Yes. The length.
Correct.
Yes.
He want to
String
use
size.
across the other project of his, correct?
No.
See.
So I created this EDT. I changed the length of the CT code for object one for my project P1. I only wanted to limit it to the P1, not to do any kind of changes on the P2 and
Okay.
P3.
Okay.
Let
Okay.
the
I
P2
think
and
I got.
P3 with the default size.
Correct. 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 I got your question. So let's what you want to say. I think let me take this scenario. Okay. So I created one table, one model available, or we are working in the same model. Okay, make sure.
Hmm.
So I'll merge all these cells. I have multiple projects P1, P2, P3. Okay, all project I selected M1 only. Okay, on the
Hmm.
top of this project I have a model one only. Okay, there is no
Hmm.
other model.
Hmm.
My I created one EDT in model one.
Hmm.
Okay, this is my EDT. Now, what is the EDT? VP underscore city code. Okay, in project one, I created one table T1, correct? T1, I have field one, and city code. Okay, for this city code, what is my EDT? I am using this EDT, correct?
Hmm.
Okay.
Same thing I am doing here also, right? In P2. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
but the size is different.
Yes,
No,
joining.
the size on P2, let it be the default one, which is on the default model, or I'll say
Then,
the
then,
model.
then what you then what you can do? But you want to use city code. See, city code, it should be common for all. Or else what you can do, you don't use this EDT. In P2, you can use some different EDT if you don't want 60 characters.
So you mean if I touch the any field and creates its own EDT, okay,
Correct.
with the changing parameter or values, then if I don't need to use it in everywhere, in that case, I may need to create two EDT. One is for the default,
Correct.
another is for the new
So
changes.
what you are trying to say in P1 you want city code as 50 character, and in
Yes.
P2 you want city code as a 60 character.
Yeah, not default one, the whatever it comes, like 20 or what MS has given as a
So, so,
in the
so if
default
you
AR
don't
model.
want to, if you don't want to use, you can create a new EDT, or what you can do if you don't want to use, if you don't want to create a new EDT, already some standard EDT available. Like
Uh-huh.
as you told me, you want to use only 10 characters. So what you can do, click on EDT, you can select string 10. You can use this standard EDT also. So in this way, you don't need to create a new EDT. Like you specify for this name, for this particular column, my string size is 10 characters only.
No, this one can you go back to the screen, please?
Yes.
Okay, this one you change under the BP underscore train model, right?
The
So now this particular extended data type, what you did with string 10, this is under BP underscore train model. Now you have
no no no
another five model
no. Actually, this string 10 don't focus on that part because currently this string 10 is not available in this VP underscore train model. This is available in different model. Okay, let's find out maybe in application platform or application suite. But we are able to access that EDT because of the reference package. Okay, so assume like this is available in different models, some standard model, string 10. Okay, yeah, ask me your question.
Now, I was just trying to understand that if I create a extension for any field with a different size or different length, and I wanted to limit that changes only for project 1 and project 2 and 3 let remain the default length value, is it possible? If it is
No,
yes,
that
how?
yeah, it is possible. As I told you, you don't specify this EDT. That's it. In that case, do not specify. Here I have two options. Either I can specify string 10 or I can specify what EDT I have created.
Extension okay.
Correct. Any other question?
No,
Shipra?
I think I'm good.
Hello, I am having a question here, EDT part.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I am having a standard EDT product code.
Product code.
Okay. Yeah. So across the application, the product code is the standard EDT I am using. Is the standard one. But as per my client requirement, I have to increase the length of that product code.
Hmm.
So it may be used many places, right?
Hmm.
So I have to increase the length of that product code. So then
Hmm.
I have to create a separate EDT with increased
Oh.
length. Then I
Oh.
have to replace the all the other references areas, right? This is how we have to do in a standard way.
No.
Okay,
So because this is a standard EDT available, and currently what is the string size? String size is character at 60. And this is,
okay,
let's suppose this is being used in multiple objects, maybe O1, object 1 to object 100. Okay, so I can say this EDT we are using 100 places. Okay, now your client is asking you to change this number of character from 60 to 65. So what you will do, you will create your own model. Okay, like a independent model, as I told you how you can create independent model. Then you have to create an extension, create extension of standard EDT, then change string size property from 60 to 65. Okay, clear now?
no. Here my issue is, so I created an extended EDT. Let's assume that I created an extended EDT, but this
You
data
you
may
are you
reside
are
in
okay. One second. You are creating your own EDT. Is it
Excel.
VP underscore product code?
No, I just extended the EDT. But my question is, I am using this product code across the system.
Okay.
So in my customization area, the client requirement is I have to completely increase the product code. It is not specific to any specific area which I am working. Across the system, I have to increase the product code to 65.
So that is what we did, right, just now.
Okay.
This is
Here I
applicable to
just
across the system.
no. Here I just extended and created a extension of standard EDD, right?
Correct.
But the other project, other area, it will reflect which is
Correct.
standard.
Correct.
Okay.
I think
Correct.
once
When
you
you are
do
when
once
you
you
are
do the
creating,
synchronization, it will automatically reflect, right?
correct, correct, correct. That is what I am saying. Whatever, so creating extension mean it will affect for all the areas. Let me show
No,
you
no.
one
If your
example.
extended means that comes under our project only, right? So how it is?
Exactly. That is where my confusion.
Huh. If you
Because
are
in
extending
the
means that comes under our project, so then how could be that effective other properties as well? So what he is asking means, so there is a standard product code. So this product code is applied for more than 100 fields. So if he want to change that product code, standard code he want to change. I mean standard field string size he want to change. So how it is possible? He is asking.
Standard field.
Standard field. So let's
No,
consider this
you are
product
saying
code.
about standard field or standard EDT.
EDT comes under the field only, right?
Correct, correct. So you
Huh.
want to change. So basically, what is your requirement? 60 character from 60 character to 65 character. You
No,
want
no,
to
just
change,
just just
and it
give
should
me
be
1 minute. I
applicable
will
for all the
explain.
places.
This product, let's assume this product code is like a standard code. Okay, it is applied
It
in the
is a
more than
standard.
60
One
field.
second. It is a standard EDT. Correct.
Yes, just assume.
Okay. Okay.
So it is applied in the more than 60 field, different ways.
More than 100 places. Okay.
66 different names. Okay.
Correct. Maybe O1 to O100 I have written. Now ask me question.
Okay. So now he want to if he want to change that any that extending this string value that could be applied to these 100 places as well.
Correct. Correct. It will be apply for all the 100 places.
Huh. So in this case that is
in
not possible. Standard strings we cannot do anything. So
What
if
is
you
not
want to
possible now?
customization means if you want to customize for your project means that product code you have to extend to your project. After that, you want to customize as whatever you want to string size. But standard string you cannot. You cannot increase and decrease the string size for entire project, entire Microsoft
No,
projects.
no. You can't. So it is not possible like project wise. As I told you, don't focus on the project wise. You are working in terms of model wise. So what I am thinking, what I understood. Suppose you created multiple project. I have project one. I have project two. In project one, you want to specify string size as a 62 character. In project two, you want to specify string size as 65 character. Is it something like that?
no, I will
If
elaborate. I will elaborate. So can you write down T1, T2 like that table 1, table 2, table
okay,
3?
I think we are making this very complex. It's not that
No,
much
no,
of complex.
it is simple only. Simple
No,
only.
we
Very
already
simple.
the
Yeah, that
point.
is what I am
Already the
saying.
point.
Okay,
Okay,
let
okay.
me
It is
write
very
down
simple
better
only.
if I create a table only.
Yeah,
Directly I
T1,
take
T2,
create table. Okay, I
T1,
have
T2.
T1.
I will tell T2, T3, etc.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
There are 100 tables, let's assume. So in T1,
It's
I am having a field for product code. I am using
product
standard,
code
uh,
available. Correct.
yeah, standard. I am
Product
using
code
standard
with
EDT product code.
1 second.
Which
Okay.
you are asking that is not possible, Vipesh.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. In all the
And
tables, I have product code with standard product code EDT.
Let
exactly,
him
exactly.
understand.
Yeah.
Let him
So
question and answer himself.
yeah. So now I am going to extend this EDT into VP underscore product code.
Now you are creating extension for
BP
PC
underscore
dot
product. Yeah.
PP underscore frame. Correct? You
Yeah.
created
I think
extension.
I hope everyone can see the screen. Okay. Now it is clear.
No problem. You go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so PCVP. Okay. I created a new extended EDT.
Hmm. This is our
VP.
extension.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So,
In this extension, you want to change string size
yeah, string size to 65. Okay. 55. Okay.
from 50 to 65 or 55. Which one you want?
50 to
What is
55.
the
Take
Fine.
value
60.
you
I
want?
mean, we are taking it.
Yeah. 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 Anything. I ought to increase the size or decrease the size. That's
No,
so
no.
now.
You
Yeah.
can do
Now the
only one
extension
thing.
is
Either you can increase, you can decrease. Okay. You can do only
okay.
one thing. Two thing not possible. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Fine. It's fine. So I now I changed the string size. So I have
Correct.
to apply this VP. So my question after I creating this will directly affect T1, T2, T3.
That is what I already show you in case of name.
Yes, if
In
you
case
are
of
using,
No.
name,
it
I
will
showed
affect.
you. See, it will be affected. It is affected all the places. Here you can see name dot vp underscore twin. I have created this EDT extension. Here you can see I changed from 60 to 65 character.
No. 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 My question. Can you
Suppose
open Excel
now,
once again? Can you open
yes,
Excel once again? Still in my table one, my EDT is standard EDT. I didn't change it that EDT to my extended EDT.
you don't need to create extension for these tables. You need to create extension only for EDT.
Yeah, I mentioned T1. There is a product code. There is a field called PC first product code. Right. There I am using standard EDT product code. So I didn't
Okay,
change that EDT to my extended EDT PC PP.
but
So
it will affect
Yes,
okay, it will affect. Okay, okay, okay,
correct because
okay,
we are creating extension. Okay,
okay.
ah,
is it clear now?
Okay. It's clear. Okay.
Okay, I think better let me show you. Okay, better let me show you practically. Okay, I created a extension of this name. Name is a EDT. Previously, the characters was, how many characters was available previously? 60. Now I'm changing from 60 to 66. Okay, how many places we have this name? We can find out the references. Name, go base EDT, find references. You can see I have around 6,500 places we are using this name. Okay. Now once I generate build, I did synchronization. Automatically this 66 character will be applied for all the places. This is the real benefit of EDT. Let me show you.
Okay.
Let me open
Okay.
the
Clear
front
now.
end.
Clear now.
how is Anand? So because we are extended, right? We are extended to our project means the how it could be affect to the another model. I'm
Correct, correct,
confused.
correct. No, actually, when you modify, it is applicable for EDT. Now, basically, if you see in EDT level, in database level, basically it changed from 50 to 55 character. Okay. Now in table 1 will assume what is the EDT size. Table 1 will check what is my EDT. EDT is PC and what is the string size of PC. It will check 55. So this will be affected for T1. Same for T2. T2 will check what is my EDT PC and PC will check what is the size of PC EDT in SQL Server. They will check it is 55. So it is applicable for T2 also. So that is why
No,
it is
this color
applicable for
comes
all
under
the
our
places.
project model, right? This T1, T2, T3
This is
comes under
not
our
about
project.
project. Do not consider project. I am talking
No,
about
no,
in
model,
terms of
model,
model.
under project model.
Model. Correct.
Correct, right? So
So, but
that
the
I
how it
think
question
is
again
affecting the
here,
other models as well, because that
no,
name is
no,
yeah,
Which model? I
no,
think
no.
you are creating confusion. Who is
no, no. You
creating
just go
Joydeep
to
or who is
no, just
having?
go to that. I mean, which dev environment.
Okay, dev environment. Yeah, tell me.
Okay. Go to that name,
I think you have
which is
some
already.
specific question. Do not confuse other
See,
pupils. Okay, you
these
can
all
ask
are
me
the
this question
different. See,
separately
these all
also.
are the different. So which is showing the reference down.
Which one?
Just go to make it the reference. Click on the right click and make it reference by the name.
Yes.
Yes, right. So these all are the different models, right? They are used in the Microsoft model, right? So
These are
whichever
the
the
objects.
system.
These are not the models.
Okay, so these all objects, not our project, right? These all are not in the our project, right? Our project
These
under model.
these all these all objects are from standard and from different model. Okay, this one
Model,
you are
right?
not going to correct.
Correct. Right. So when you are extending the name from that AOT to our project, after that you are
Yes.
changing that field level, then how it could affecting this model as well?
Because it is a standard entity. That's why I'm telling you do not use the standard one. If you are creating extension of standard entity, it will affect everywhere in the whole system. You
That
got
is
my
not
point?
possible to changing. So that standard model, standard size, any sizes we cannot change anything. So that is the reason we are extending to the our project under model according to our wish we can use it.
Okay. So how you want to implement this solution? Tell me.
So what he
What
is
should
asking
happen?
means, what he is asking
No,
means,
he is not
so
asking. Just tell me your question. What you are asking?
no, I'm trying to, I mean, figure out this one.
No,
So
you
what
are
you are
okay,
creating
so
saying means,
confusion
let
to others.
what?
let
Changes
us put
will
it this
reflect
way.
everywhere, but the changes will reflect everywhere, but it is in your model only because you are creating extension.
Correct,
So it will
correct,
not
correct.
touch the standard model basically. But
That is
changes
my
will
point.
reflect everywhere. You can see the changes everywhere, but it is in your model. That changes, that extension is in your model.
Right.
Yes.
So whatever table you are using under your model, there only it will reflect by whenever you are using that extended name. I
No,
make
no, but then it will be exposed to everywhere, right? All other models,
That,
if they are
that is
using this
why
no,
particular
that
object,
is why
we
you
don't
modify
want
the
to.
standard one, right?
no, Anand,
Anand, what
I
I'm
think,
saying means the
I
name is
think,
already created by
Hello,
Microsoft.
hello, Samraj.
Right?
Hello, team Samraj.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. So I think we can do a next session practice and we can try how this is seeing in the system. Then we can discuss with the Anand as well. Or we can
Okay,
have a
okay.
joint session. So, so we'll get better clarity for us so that our class also we can Anand can do some progress as well.
Okay.
So we'll,
Okay.
for the time being, we'll Park and we'll do the testing together, all together.
No,
Then we can see
right.
how the
So
result
That
just
is.
try
code.
to
City code we have only three,
so
right? City code we have only three.
no
So just try to make it any changes in city code level, string level. Just try whether it is applied for that standard one or our project only. So that is my concern. That's it. So we can check it out in weekends as well. Nothing issue.
no we can check now only. I don't know what is your issue in this case. So why it is you guys are making very complex. As I told you, when you are modifying the standard one,
No,
if in
No,
standard if you change anything,
Anand,
it will affect
Anand,
for
give
all
me
the
a
places.
minute.
no, no, DPS, just a second.
The
He's going to conclude. Just a minute. Just a minute. Yes, please, Anand, go ahead.
So that is the conclusion why. So you, as I told you, when you are changing the standard ET, it will affect it for all the places, whatever
No,
places we are
yes, I
using that.
understand, Anand. But how we can change the standard EDT? String says yeah,
How?
we able to change it anything.
Hey man, as I told you, when your client is asking, you don't need to change this size or no, from your end. When your client is saying, I don't want 50 character, I want to increase 55 character for the whole system. In that case,
Correct,
what we can do?
correct,
Anand,
Anand. But so
okay,
standard
one
code
second.
we can change it.
If you,
Standard.
okay, if you
Somraj,
don't
one
want,
second.
you don't want to change the standard one, you can create your own EDT.
That is the question, right? That is the play.
So
That is the
that is the first thing I did. I create my own EDT, and then I show you how you can